So hello friends. So in previous lecture we have discussed the hidden Markov model, and we have seen how this model can be used to predict the hidden states based on the observed states. If we don't have enough information available about the hidden states, so in that case we are able to predict the behavior of hidden states based on corresponding observed states. So in that case we just find out the joint probability. Now today we will discuss the Bayesian network. So already we have discussed the Bayesian theorem, where we just find out the conditional probability. So here also the Bayesian network is a combination of two components. The first component is directed acyclic graph, and the second component is the conditional probability table. So basically these two things will be utilized over here in Bayesian network. So directed acyclic graph, it's a graph will have directed edges. Graph is nothing but we just know it is a collection of nodes which will have some edges. So edges will be directed edges. That is why it is called directed graph. But it will be a cyclic graph. It will not have any cycle. Just see here, it does not have any kind of cycle over here. So the Bayesian network is a kind of directed acyclic graph, and the another property of the Bayesian network is that each edge is labeled by the conditional probability. So each edges will have some conditional probability. So basically it will have two important components: directed acyclic graph and the conditional probability table, which will be discussed later on in this lecture. Now just see here, it is also called the Bayesian belief network. So basically belief is what? Belief is the probability. It is not exact information. We just work on belief over here. So whatever the probability, uncertain information available, based on those information probability, we are able to predict the behavior of the problem over here. Just it is a type of probabilistic graphical model that uses Bayesian inference for the probability computations, and based on some probability computation we are able to reason out, we are able to do some conclude over here. So basically it is a directed acyclic graph in which each edge corresponds to a conditional dependency, and each node corresponds to a unique random variable. For example, if there is an edge between A and B node, so the conditional probability will be PB by A. It says that the probability of event B, given that the event A is already happened over here. So based on A, we just find out the conditional probability of B is a factor in the joint probability distribution over here. Just see here. If we talk about the cloudy season, so what would be the probability? The probability of being cloud is equal to true, that is 50%. The probability of not being cloud, so that is also 50%. So cloud is equal to false, cloud condition is true. So cloud condition is true, the probability is 50%. If cloud condition is false, the probability is so we will have here the conditional probability over here. Now just see here, for this level, since it is this rain is descendant of what? The cloudy. Its parent is cloudy. So in Bayesian network, basically we show the probability in the form of probability of x given the condition parent of x. So here the probability of this rain will be discussed in the form of with the condition of its parent. So parent is what? Cloudy. So this will also be considered over here. So just see here, the cloudy condition, if it is true, if it is false, it will have only two values. It may be cloudy, it may not be cloudy environment. So if it is cloudy environment, then what is the probability? The rain will happen. Rain is equal to true, so 80%. If it is cloudy environment, what is the probability that rain will not happen? The probability is 20%. If it is not a cloudy environment, so what is the probability of rain happening of rain? Rain is equal to 20%, and rain is equal to false, 80%. So it means if the sky is not cloudy, it is false, then there is 80% chance that the rain will not happen. though because rain is equal to false over here. So this is, just see here the how the conditional dependency based probability is used over here. Now just see here, sprinkler, the parent is cloudy, so it will be dependent on cloudy here. So condition probability based on cloudy. So based on cloudy, yes, cloudy. This is C. If this environment is cloudy, so what is the probability that the sprinkler will work? Only 10%. If this sky is cloudy, what is the probability that sprinkler will not work? 90%. If the sky is not cloudy, then what is the probability that sprinkler will work? 50%. Not work? 50%. So these are the conditional probability here. Now just see for the wet grass. So wet grass, since it has two parents over here, sprinkler as well as rain, we will not consider its parent or parent, but we are just considering only parents, immediate parents. So immediate parent, there are two immediate parents, sprinkler S and rain R. So since there are two parents, so basically how many conditions will be there? 1, 2, 3 and 4. Both are true. One is true, other is false. One is false, another is true. Both are false. So there are the basically four types of conditions over here. If both are true, the sprinkler is also working, rain is also happening. So then what is the probability that the grass will wet? Wet is equal to true. W. Just see here, we are giving a name or convention here. For cloudy we are giving C, sprinkler for S, rain for R, and for wet grass we are saying W. So if W is equal to true means wet grass is true. Grass is wet. So what is probability that grass will be wet? 99%. What is probability grass will not wet? Only 1%. If sprinkler is working, rain is not happening, so in that case 90% is chance that the grass will wet, and 1% is chance, 10% is chance that the grass will not wet. If sprinkler is not working but rain is happening, so in that case 90% chance that the grass will be wet. Otherwise 10% chance grass will not wet, and both are false. In that case 0% chance probability that the grass will wet, and 100% probability that the grass will not wet. So basically these are the conditional probabilities which will be used to find out the conclusion over here. So basically it satisfies the local Markov property. What is local Markov property? Node is conditionally independent of its non-descendant parent. So which are looking like parent, but exactly they are not exact parents, they are not descendant parents. In that case we will not include those variables in finding out the conditional probability. Just see here, probability of sprinkler, the cloudy and the rain. Just see here, so cloudy is the immediate parent of sprinkler, but rain is not immediate parent. It is a sibling over here. So in that case the probability of this will be equivalent to how much? Probability of sprinkler only cloud. This in conditional probability only cloudy will be used over here. Rain will be ignored because the rain is not a immediate non-descendant parent over here. So because sprinkler is conditionally independent of rain, that is why we will exclude over here rain, and this probability will be equivalent to this one. Basically this is a local Markov property. Just see here how we find out the joint distribution probability for the Bayesian network. This is equal to the product of P node oblique parent node. So basically we are given the conditions of its immediate parent node for all the nodes. Just see here, probability of x1 for all the condition it is given all other variables x2, x3, xn. So this will be actually equivalent to what? Pi I is equal to 1 to n multiplication of all the probabilities, a subset of probabilities, that probability of xi given that variables are x1, x2, x3 dot xi minus 1. Just see here. So for xi variable, the given variables will be from x1 to xi minus 1. So for x1 only x1 will be here. For x2 there x1 and x2 both will be here. For x3 x1, x2, x3 both 3 will be over here. So the see, we will calculate the individual probability, subset probabilities, and then we will find out the product over here. Now just see how it can be reduced to very small probability. Just see here, instead of taking all other variables, here what we are doing here, we are taking all other variables x1, x2, x3, x4, x5, xi minus 1. We just take here the immediate parent, only immediate parent over here. So this is what the beauty of this to find out the joint probability for the Bayesian network, that in conditional probability in the variables are getting reduced from a large number of variables to only few number of variables. Why it is few? Because this above property allows us to greatly reduce the amount of required computation, because each node has few parents relative to overall size of the network. So instead of taking all other nodes, all other variables, we just only take parents of xi. So parent of xi will be few. Just see here in this example, the parent of weight graph has only 2 parents. So this graph may be some wide graph also. So basically, just see here how the great reduction happened over here in finding out the probability. So this is the beauty of Bayesian belief network. So just see now its application is used to build models from the data or the expert opinion. They can be used for a wide range of tasks, including the prediction. So it can be used in the prediction, weather predictions, in predictions of the disease, in prediction in the stock market predictions. So in many more cases it can be used. So anomaly detection, any kind of anomaly, suppose is in your physical system, in your brain system, in your heart system. So any kind of anomaly that can also be detected using the Bayesian network. The diagnostics, the diagnostic purpose, finding out the disease and then try to cure the disease. Then automated insight, then reasoning also to reason out something. Then the time series predictions, suppose some time series data is available, and based on those time series data to predict the behavior of next. And then the decision making with answer. Just see here the decision making under the uncertainty. So we don't have the exact information available. We have some uncertain data. So using those uncertain data, we can have a good decision making by using what? By using Bayesian networks. So basically, it is a tool for modeling and reasoning with uncertain beliefs. So it will have 2 components. Already we have discussed the qualitative component and the quantitative component. Qualitative component is what? Directed acyclic diagram, graph, DAG, and the quantitative component is the conditional probability theory, CPT. Just see here. We'll take a very beautiful example over here, or we'll just see how using Bayesian network we are able to find out the joint probability over here. Joint probability tells the exact behavior of the system. What is the exact behavior of the system? That is actually reason out. That is actually understood by the joint probability calculation of any Bayesian network. So there is a problem. We have converted into a Bayesian network. What is the problem? A problem is given that there is a person who has an alarm. So the functioning of the alarm is that if there is a burglary kind of things, means there is a theft is happening. So in that case the alarm gets blowing. And the another case is if the earthquake comes. So in that case also the alarm blows. So basically there are 2 conditions. In case of any theft, in case of any theft or burglary, or in case of any earthquake, the alarm started blowing. So what there are some other cases. There are 2 neighbors, N1 and N2 of that person, and he told them that N1 and N2 that okay, please, I am going out of the station. I am going to out of the station, and please, if alarm blows in my house, if you just hear, please call me immediately. So, but the problem, both these neighbors have some problems. The problem with neighbor 1 is that, so he sometimes miss out to tell about the alarm, because there is some reason that his mobile ringtone is very much similar to the voice of the alarm. So so the voice is very much similar, so he gets little bit confused sometime that okay, it might be that my mobile ringtone is ringing, it is not blowing the alarm. So in that case he missed out to tell about the alarm to that person. The problem with the neighbor 2 is that he has some hearing challenge. So he can hear only loud voice. So in that case, if he is not able to hear the voice, suppose he is not very much close to his house, so it may be the case that he may not be able to hear the alarm. So in that case also he misses out the telling the information to that person. So just see here, the probabilities are given. Probabilities of burglary to be happened, that is only 0.001. Probability of burglary not happened, that is 0.9999. Probability of earthquake to be happen, that is 0.02. Probability of earthquake not to be happen, 0.9998. So basically these are the observed variables, observed probabilities given for these two conditions, burglary and earthquake. And now just see here, for both burglary, since just see here, alarm has two parents, earthquake and burglary. So basically the probability of A will be dependent on what? Probability of A will be dependent on its two parents, B and E. We just here label a name, burglary for B, for burglary B, earthquake E, alarm A, neighbor 1 N1 or neighbor 2 N2. Just we are here assigning the label to these nodes over here. This is a directed acyclic graph for the problem which I have discussed over here. Now, so since there are two parents B and E, so in finding out the conditional probability, so we will consider these two variables A, B and E. Just see here, B and E, there are two parents, so there are four cases. So alarm is true, alarm is false. If burglary is happening or earthquake is also, both are happening, then the chance for the alarm to blow, that is 95%. Not to blow, only 5%. If burglary is true, earthquake is not happening, so the chance of alarm to blow 99%, and alarm to not blow, false. If burglary is false, earthquake is true, 29% alarm is a chance to blow the alarm, and 71% chance not to blow the alarm. If both are false, burglary is not happening and earthquake is not happening, both not happening, then the probability of blowing the alarm only 0.001 and not blowing 0.999. So these are the conditional probability. Similarly here, since just see here, neighbor N1, its parents is only one parent A, so conditional probability will depend only A here. Similarly for N2, it will be depend only A here. Just see in this table, there only one conditional probability variable over here, alarm. If alarm is true, alarm is false. If alarm is true, then probability of telling the information by neighbor 1 is 90% and not telling 10%. If alarm is not blowing, then the probability of telling the person about the alarm blowing by person N1 is 5%. Why? So he may get confused. It may be that his mobile phone ring out, so he may consider okay, alarm has blown, and so immediately he will report to that person. So there is a 5% probability that still the alarm is not blowing, he will tell about it to that person. Now 95% for false. Similarly for the another person also. So these are the conditional probabilities given. We just find out the joint probability that what is the probability that alarm will be correctly when the alarm blows, the information will be correctly conveyed to that person. So we will find out the joint probability here. Just see here, we just find out the joint probability. Both the neighbors have reported when the alarm was blown, but no burglary and earthquake happened. So we just find out the probability of this. So both the neighbors N1 and N2 has reported. Why reported? Because the alarm has blown. So both have reported that alarm has blown to that person, but the condition is there is not burglary and also there is not earthquake over here. So how this will be calculated? Just see, this will get reduced by the Bayesian network where very few parameters, very few probabilities. Just see here, since the parent of N1 is only A, so probability of N1 oblique A is what? Alarm. The parent of N2 is only A, that is why the condition probability will have only A over here. Probability of N2 oblique A. Then for alarm, since there are two parents, B and E both, burglary and earthquake, so in condition there will be two parameters, burglary and ease. We have taken negation over here because now burglary is also not happening, earthquake is also not happening. So we have given here negation over here. And for burglary and emission, both do not have any parent, so it will not have any condition probability. It will not have any variable in condition over here. So probability of not B, probability of not E. So by multiplying these values, we will find out the joint probability. And just see here, N1 by A is given 90.90, it is 0.70. So all these values are already we have discussed earlier. So it will be put over here and just we find out the probability is what? 0.00062. So this is the probability of what? That both the neighbors have reported when alarm was also blown, but there was no any burglary and earthquake happened. So this is how we can find out the joint probability using Bayesian network. Thank you very much.